Hello, and welcome back to At the Table podcast, where we gather around a virtual table and talk about all things young adulting. I am your host, Fikayo, and thank you so much for having me in your ears. You guys, first off, let's talk about consistency. I have been consistent the whole month of June with these podcasts, and do you know what? As I have become more consistent with this, I have started to just fall in love with it. Actually, I'm even ahead of like the game, for real, for real. I love this. I love this community. I love this podcast. You guys are really showing up for me, and it is truly beautiful. Thank you guys so much. All right, so I'll tell you guys about today's episode and then we can also catch up. Today's episode we are going to talk I don't know. I want to go through my journal and kind of just go through what I've been learning, thinking about, so on and so forth. And then also, by the time you hear this, I will be officially 23. So I figure that I just run through 23 lessons that I've learned on my 23 years of living. So that's what we have planned today. And let's catch up. So my ankle is better. I think. I hope so. I actually ended up having to go get an x-ray done because it was hurting really bad and super swollen. And no, it's only sprained, but it was sprained pretty bad. So I was like limping around with the leg brace and stuff for a few days. And that wasn't fun, but it happened and we got through it. Hallelujah. What else? You guys, I'm so busy right now. Like, it is kind of crazy how busy I am and how many things I have to do. Even with this podcast, I have officially started, well, kind of sort of YouTube for this podcast, and also an Instagram for this podcast. And I'm managing probably 3 or 4 Instagrams right now. Don't ask me too many questions. I just am. But it's like a lot of things are happening and I'm a busy girl, but I am so happy. Like, God has been so good to me lately, and I hate to sound like one of those Christian girls that are just rainbows and sunshine, but right now I am sitting in a pretty good place in my life, like even just mentally, emotionally, physically. Things are happening around me, but I feel like at least in my core and me, I'm okay. So that means everything around me is gonna be okay as well. And it's more than just an understanding. It's within me. I feel it inside of me. Okay, my beautiful people. So now, of course, we are going to move to our segments. And the first one we're going to start with is, how have we been praying? I have been praying for, oh my gosh, I wrote this down earlier and I have apparently completely forgotten it. But I have been praying for, I guess, moving forward. I will tell you guys about why I have been praying to move forward in a little bit. But it's a part of today's segment actually. But I've just been praying to let go of my trauma and the things that have happened to me in the past, and for God to help me look forward to what He has in store for me in the future. The second part of our segment is, what have you been snacking on? And you guys, I've been snacking on kava. I'm actually recording this today as I have kava right in front of me. It has become my absolute favorite fast food place, and I love it so much because it's barely even fast food. It's rice and tomatoes and cucumbers, so it is super healthy, and I don't feel that like feeling when I take fast food or I eat out. Like, for the most part, it's pretty healthy. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know what chicken that is, but the rice and the cucumbers and the tomatoes and the salad that I throw on top of it makes me feel like I'm doing a little bit of something. So I love it so much. And oh my gosh, it is so good. I get it every single week, and it's my end of the week treat, I guess. Yeah, it's my end of the week treat every Thursday. And I love it so much. So yeah, that is what I've been praying for, and that's what I've been snacking on. How do we feel? How are we? Are we holding in tight? Are we in? Are we good? Okay, let's start today's topic. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is why I podcast, why I even do this, why At the Table exists, and why we are currently seated here. And essentially, At the Table exists so I feel a little bit less lonely, and so you feel a little bit less lonely. I personally love human connection. I'm not very good at it, and believe it or not, I'm actually somewhat shy, but I love connecting with people. I love when people share their experiences. I love being able to learn from other people's experiences and not having to bear the scars that they bore, having to learn from those experiences. I love human connection. So that is why I made this podcast. I hope that through this podcast, you feel just a little bit less lonely. Like, I hope that you see parts of yourself in me. I hope that you see a young girl trying to figure it out. I hope that you see someone that doesn't really know what tomorrow is going to look like, but is trying to pave her way through. I hope you see a girl who, she isn't great with discipline, but she's really trying to kick her butt and making sure that she stays disciplined, you know. And I hope that as I am trying to learn all of these things and I'm trying to do all of these things, I motivate you to do it as well. Because ultimately, right? Ultimately, I believe that finding darkness is easier than finding light. But if I'm able to be that light for you guys and for me as well, if I can just like help one person, if I can dedicate myself to do the hard work to be light, I can help other people as well. And that's ultimately what I want to do. That is why I podcast. I have goals much bigger than just becoming or being a podcaster. I want to write books. I want to do public speaking. But this right here, this is my foundation. This is where I start. And that is why I do this. It's literally only for you, darling. It really is. And I care about you so much so that you know that I'm sitting here with you and we are going through life together. We are going through life together. Okay? Okay. Okay, you guys. Next, we're going to talk about my ankle. I don't know if this is hindsight bias. I don't know if it's me trying to make something out of nothing. I don't know. But me spraining my ankle was probably divine, to be honest. Because for the last 3 weeks, I have been going and going and going and going so fast. So freaking fast. So fast. And for my ankle to get sprained last week, it really, really slowed me down. I couldn't run as much as I was running. I couldn't work out as much as I was working out. I couldn't go to places that I otherwise probably would have went to because my ankle was sprained. You know, I was able to rest just a little bit more, and I think mentally, subconsciously, divinely, I have no idea, and maybe this is me just looking at it now from the back looking forward, but I think for sure I just needed to rest. I needed to rest and realize that I was doing entirely too much. And it was really, really hard for me to lay down and be kind of immobile and not be able to move. It was really hard, but I don't know. I think that was just my body. I don't know. I have no idea. But hey, here we are this week, and I sure as hell did run this Monday. I sure as hell, because at a point I was just tired. I was tired of like being in one place. I don't even know if I was even tired, if that's the word, but I don't know if I was addicted to the adrenaline and the dopamine and the oxytocins that running gave me, or maybe I've put into my personality, or I've put into myself too much that I am a runner. So me not running was extremely strange to me. It felt like I was, there's a word I'm looking for. It felt like I was betraying myself. I don't know, but it got to a point where it was painful for me to sit down and not do anything. So instead of healing or nursing my sprained ankle, I ran the next Monday. I gave my ankle a week to figure itself out. And after that week, yeah, I was back. I couldn't. And as soon as I started running on Monday, I felt so much better. Now, I do not recommend this for nobody. Please don't run on a sprained ankle. But I'm just telling y'all what happened to me, okay? And how I like felt and the things that I went through it. But please don't run on a sprained ankle. Please don't run on a sprained ankle. Shatik bummy. Don't run on a sprained ankle, lol. But yeah. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that I'm a content creator. Did y'all know I was a content creator? If y'all knew, why didn't y'all tell me I was a content creator? Because I sure as hell didn't know. It wasn't up until a few weeks ago that someone told me, like, Fikayo, you know you're a content creator, right? And I was like, me? Content creator? Me? And they were like, bro, you literally have your own podcast. Yes, you're a freaking content creator. And I was like, wow, I am a content creator. Now, I don't know if I am or was running from that title and that label. And I don't know, like, I just don't even know how to say this in a sentence that's going to make sense. So I'm just going to try and not edit it out later. But essentially, I didn't know if first off, that I even deserved the title of being a content creator, because I only have but so many followers. Like, I don't have no K next to my followers. You feel me? So I felt like, who's content creating for real? I'm just kind of here doing my own little thing. And also, aside from that, I feel like, I don't know, like, everybody has the label of content creator nowadays. Everybody's a content creator. And I don't know how to explain this dichotomy or whatever between, like, identifying with something in which you obviously are, but not wanting to identify with it because it's so mainstream. I have no idea, but that is literally what it was. Like, everybody's a content creator. I just kind of do what I'm doing. I just kind of do what feels right. I just do what I want to do. But anyway, since I was told that I was a content creator, I'm one of those people who I do all of something or none of something. And ever since I was told that I was a content creator, yeah, I've kind of fallen into content creating. Oh my goodness. I have made makeup videos. I have made YouTube videos. I am going to make a morning routine video sometime this week. I have fallen fully into content creating, and I need someone to pull me out. This is I've gone too far, too fast, too deep. But maybe it's a good thing. I have no idea. Maybe I should be very proud and say, yes, I am a content creator, and I should absorb everything that it is. Actually, let me tell you guys the origin story of where a lot of this even came from, right? Me and my mom were going through old pictures, and in the suitcase where they keep all of our old pictures also happens to be all of me and my sister's old report cards as well. And as I was going through the report cards, I saw mine, and every single one of them, from like first grade all the way up to fifth grade, every single one of my teachers mentioned something about me being very imaginative. And I loved hearing that, because it just made me realize that, first off, I have something that, like, this imagination that I do have, this world creating that I do have, this isn't something that, first off, that I just picked up somewhere. This is something I've always had. It's inherently a part of me. And it's something that people noticed enough to praise me for. I don't know, like, just seeing that and reading that, it really changed my perspective towards a lot of things, especially content creating. So, like, with my friend telling me that, you're a content creator, right? And then me reading the report card saying that, babe, this girl is super imaginative. It really just, it confirmed something in me, and it validated this craving to be creative that I've always had. So once I kind of had that validation, I let it all loose. And I like this. I like that I am catering to my creative side. I like that I'm able to nurture this part of me because I want to see if it's able to take me anywhere. I want to see if it's able to build me to anywhere. I want to see if it's able to carry me somewhere. So, I'm here. This is me. This is Fikayo, the content creator. Yeah, this is she. Another thing that I have written in my journal that I was kind of going through last week is it's okay to not know what you are doing. And I can give you guys the short story of this, or I can give you all the long story. And I'm not really sure. I'm kind of stuck in between. But essentially, I was talking to someone, and she's much, much older than me, and she's more of a mentor mom kind of figure. And she told me, baby girl, it is okay. Like, you don't have to move so fast. Relax and enjoy this moment and just take in all the flowers because it's okay to not know where you're going. And that really resonated with me because honestly, if you told me that I'd be here 3 years ago, I'd been like, what the hell? Like, how did I even get to this place? You know? And here I am today, and I'm happy where I'm at. So you never really know where your path is going to take you. You never even really know where God is going to take you. Sometimes I feel like it really is just sitting in today and letting tomorrow worry about itself because tomorrow is going to come. And in tomorrow, you're going to sit in tomorrow. But today, sit in today. You feel me? Yeah. Okay, and in my journal also, I've written, I'm okay, I'm safe. And I do this quite often, actually. I have anxiety, you guys. There is no hiding it. I can't even, I used to try to be like, I have Christian anxiety, like, or I experience anxiety, or I've dealt with anxiety. No, I still have anxiety very, very beautifully, actually. And sometimes, in order to relax my anxiety, I literally have to tell myself or write it down like, I'm okay, I'm safe. I'm okay, I'm safe. I'm okay, I'm safe, to relax myself or bring me back down because sometimes my nervousness or my anxiousness, lol, or like my thoughts will take me to this place where I even start getting scared over things that haven't even happened yet. Like, that's the worst part. Like, these things haven't even happened yet, and I am petrified. So, I think I was going through some type of anxious moment, and that's why I wrote LOL. Did I just say that? I really hope I remember to take that out. Can y'all hear those planes? That is so rude. Like, how dare y'all decide to fly while I'm recording my podcast? Acting like y'all did not get trained. Have some decorum. But yeah, I think I was going through some type of anxious something, and that's why I wrote that over and over in my journal. And you know what? I have two more, and I want to share this. But really, in order to calm me down now, I'm trying to do gentle mindfulness. Take that as you please, but I'm not going to elaborate. And lastly, what I want to mention is this saying or this quote that I have in here. And it says, God is right where I am. God believes in me. And God loves me. So I'm okay. And that is so true. And y'all know I'm a sucker for a great quote. But I love that saying. Like, even just knowing, like, first off, even let's just break it apart, right? God is where I am. God is where I am. Like, God is literally right here. Every situation, every triumph, every success, every smile, every victory, every sad day, every good day, God sits in those moments with me. I am never alone. Like, I don't know what that does, but I feel like, no, this airplane is actually kind of rude. No, they're actually kind of rude. But I feel like that just gives me an extra leg up. Like, I just feel stronger. I feel like I can stand taller because, like, bro, God is right where I am. Now, let's get to the second part. God believes in me. God believes in me. You mean the Almighty Creator believes in Fikayo? So who the hell am I to not believe in myself if God believes in me? And then you top it off with God loves me. Oh my gosh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done because who am I again for God to love me? So not only is he always with me, not only does he believe in me, but he loves me. I'm done. 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 There's nothing else to say. Like, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's done. It's done. LOL. I think we're done with that. I have a few more things that I've written down, but I feel like if I just keep going and going and going, we're never gonna leave this place. And this podcast has to end sometime because a girlie's got work tomorrow morning, baby. So I am now going to start with the 23 lessons I have learned from 23. Are you excited? Because I'm actually very, very excited, to be honest. I'm very excited. All right, my dears. So these 23 lessons for 23 essentially are the things that I have come to learn in my 23 years of living. And I don't know, do with it as you please. I tried to refrain from using quotes and actually using life lessons that I guess I've learned, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. All right. So the first one is I am super tough. And this is a big one for me because I genuinely thought that I was weak. But if this year alone has taught me anything, it's taught me that I'm a fighter and that I can kick ass. And I am so proud of that. I am so proud of that. So yes, that definitely had to be number one. Number two is find a hobby. A hobby is super duper important. I personally have several hobbies. Podcasting is one of them. My plant collection is one of them. Reading is one of them. Writing is one of them. Running. Oh my gosh, running. Without my hobbies, I promise you, I don't know where I would be. I really don't know where I would be. Church is also another one of my hobbies, but I don't know where I would be. Speaking of church, it brings us right into number 3, and it is prioritize a relationship with God. Please, I'm not going to explain it. Prioritize a relationship with God. Number 4 is trust your gut. Trust your gut. Don't be like me. I had to learn this the hard way. Another thing I have learned is family is super important, especially if you have a good one. If you have a good family, hold them tight. Number 6 is simplicity is better than over. Number 7 is a good female friend is literally worth the entire world. This one, number 8, is actually one that I was just told by my boss. And she said, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. And this one has just been sitting in my head, so I did want to include it in today's episode. Number 9, I had to learn the hard way. But once I started learning this, oh my goodness, I was and I am unstoppable. And I am capable of everything and anything. And I can have anything I want as long as I work hard for it. And as long as God is behind me. And this by itself revolutionized the way that I lived literally my life. This one's also a really important one. Number 10, visualization is important, but consistency and execution will get you to where you're trying to go. Number 11 is foolish people make foolish decisions. Don't be foolish. Number 12 is the future is in today. Do not wait for tomorrow. Number 13 is really important, and I had to learn this one also the hard way, but take care of your body. Go to the gym, schedule your doctor appointments, go and get your teeth scraped. Take care of your body. Number 14 is do the things you love. Do the things you love and you love and you love and you love. Number 15, I never thought I'd be saying this, but goals are important. And I was one of those girls that was anti-goals because every year y'all come around and y'all have the same goals and da-da-da-da. But no. This year has taught me that goals are important. Number 16 and 17 are for the girls. Well, most especially for the girls. But guys, you can have this too. But 16 says always bring a jacket. Always bring a jacket. And number 17 says, always carry cash. As a female, those are two things that you should always have with you: a jacket and cash. Everything else is secondary. A jacket and cash. Did you hear me? What did I say? I said a jacket and cash. All right, good. Number 17 is never leave your relationship with God in the hands of a man. Never do that. Your relationship with God is personal. You have an issue, you have a concern, you have a question, you go ask God. Or wherever you go to church, ask your pastor. But at the end of the day, your pastor is not God. God is God. Okay? That's very important. I made a big mistake once upon a time. We'll talk about it in another podcast. But I need y'all to know that. All right. Number 19 says, God will work it out, but if you let him. And I am a living testimony of this. God will work it out, but only if you let him. Number 20 is also a really good one, but church is important. Actually, church, mosque, synagogue, doesn't matter. AA meetings, it doesn't matter. But community, fellowship is important. You have to be anchored into a body of people much larger than one person. Your best friend is great, but you need people, not a person. Go find your community. Church is a really great place. Go find a community. Number 22. Oh, shoot. No. Number 21 is period cups are wonderful. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm saying. But period cups? Yeah. Number 22 is therapy is very important. If you need therapy and you don't know how to get it, let me know. I will figure it out. I will help you figure it out. But therapy is very important. And number 23, this is like my ultimate girl hack, right? But every foundation that you have, every concealer that you have, open up your notes right now and put those colors in your phone expeditedly. That way, whenever you need to go and get color matched or anything, you already have a reference. Like you already have the number, like what you use already in your phone, and you can ask them to like pull up a reference or whatever. But it is literally the best hack ever. Do that. Do that right now, today, as we're speaking. All right. But yes, my darling, I think that is it. You know, I love being here with you. Do you know that? I love being in your ears. I love that you give me time, that you give me audience, for real. All right, let's close this out. So, it is officially now time to clear the table and wash the dishes, my loves. Thank you so much again for having me in your ears. I can't do it without you. Please, please, please give me 5-star ratings, comment, do the polls, do all the things. Please, so that this podcast can begin to grow and Spotify and all the other streaming platforms will see that, you know, we're doing things over here and we're shaking the world up just a little bit, you know, and they can start pushing this podcast out. That would literally mean the world to me. Thank you so much, my darling. I love you. Do you know that? I love you so much. Please, please, please do not forget to laugh all the time. Oh man, I messed it up. Please, please, please do not forget to laugh really loud and pray all the time. Thank you.